In a development that has sent shockwaves across South Africa's political and religious landscape, reports have emerged that IPHC leader Michael Sandlana narrowly escaped what authorities are describing as a suspected assassination attempt while in custody. The alleged incident, said to have occurred inside a correctional facility under tight security, has raised urgent questions about inmate safety, political tensions, and the stability of institutions at a time of heightened national scrutiny. According to preliminary information from correctional services sources, the incident unfolded late at night within a secured section of the prison where Sandlana has been held pending ongoing legal proceedings. Officials have confirmed that an internal security alert was triggered after correctional staff intervened in what has been described as a serious security breach. While authorities have refrained from detailing the exact nature of the threat, reports suggest that swift action by prison personnel prevented a potentially fatal outcome. Michael Sandlana, a controversial yet influential figure within the International Pentecost Holiness Church (IPHC), has been at the center of legal and political attention for months. His arrest and detention were already widely debated within religious and political circles. For his supporters, Sandlana represents spiritual authority and leadership. For critics, his case reflects deeper divisions within religious institutions and governance structures. The alleged attempt on his life now introduces an entirely new dimension to an already complex situation. Correctional services officials have stated that an internal investigation is underway. Security protocols are being reviewed, and additional protective measures have reportedly been implemented around high-profile detainees. Authorities have emphasized that the matter is being handled with urgency and transparency, underscoring the state's responsibility to ensure the safety of every individual in custody, regardless of status or public perception. The Department of Justice has also indicated that it is closely monitoring developments. According to sources within the department, safeguarding detainees is not merely a procedural obligation but a constitutional imperative. South Africa's legal framework mandates the protection of human dignity and the right to life, even for those awaiting trial or serving sentences. Any breach of prison security, especially involving a prominent religious leader, carries serious institutional implications. Politically, the timing of the alleged incident is significant. South Africa is navigating a climate of heightened political sensitivity, with public trust in institutions frequently tested by high-profile cases. The Sandlana matter has already sparked debate within religious communities, legal circles, and political commentators. An alleged attempt on his life could intensify scrutiny on correctional services and raise broader questions about whether political tensions are spilling into correctional environments. Supporters of Sandlana have expressed deep concern, with some religious leaders calling for calm while urging authorities to conduct a thorough and independent investigation. Public statements from members of the IPHC community emphasize the need for truth and accountability, while cautioning against speculation. They have reiterated that the safety of their leader is of paramount importance and have called on the state to ensure his protection under the law. Meanwhile, political analysts note that incidents involving high-profile detainees often carry ripple effects. Allegations of targeted harm, whether substantiated or not, can fuel narratives of persecution or political interference. In a country with a history shaped by political conflict and institutional reform, such narratives can gain traction quickly. Experts warn that transparency and measured communication from authorities will be critical in preventing misinformation from spreading. Opposition parties have also weighed in, urging correctional services to provide clarity. While no direct accusations have been formally made, several political figures have stressed that prison facilities must remain secure and insulated from external influence. The principle that justice must operate independently of political or religious affiliation remains central to South Africa's democratic framework. Inside the correctional system, the incident has prompted what officials describe as a security reassessment. Additional surveillance measures, staff rotations, and restricted access protocols are reportedly being evaluated. Authorities have emphasized that any individuals found responsible for compromising prison security will face legal consequences. Legal experts suggest that, should the investigation confirm an organized attempt to harm Sandlana, it could lead to new charges against those involved and possibly trigger broader inquiries into how such a breach was allowed to occur. The case may also influence court proceedings related to Sandlana's ongoing legal matters, particularly if concerns about his safety become central to legal arguments. Beyond the immediate security implications, the situation highlights deeper structural questions. South Africa's correctional facilities have long faced scrutiny over overcrowding, staffing shortages, and security vulnerabilities. While significant reforms have been implemented over the years, incidents involving high-profile inmates often reignite debate about the resilience of institutional safeguards. Public reaction across social media platforms has been swift and emotionally charged. Supporters express relief that Sandlana survived the alleged attempt, while others call for restraint until verified details are released. Analysts caution that in the digital age, unverified claims can quickly distort public perception. The responsibility now lies with official channels to provide clear, evidence-based updates. The broader political context cannot be ignored. Religious institutions in South Africa hold considerable social influence. When their leaders become entangled in legal or political controversy, the consequences extend beyond courtrooms and prison walls. Faith communities, political stakeholders, and civil society organizations all watch closely, aware that such developments can shape national discourse. Importantly, authorities have not publicly identified any specific suspects or motives. Reports suggesting internal disputes, external orchestration, or politically motivated actions remain unconfirmed. Officials continue to emphasize that investigations are ongoing and that conclusions will be based on verified evidence rather than speculation.